database in my table. So here I'll giving the use Greeks for Greek. This is my database website. So next I'm switching over the DB through the Greek for Greeks, and never I'll giving on the DB dot contributor is my collection name dot insert many. I will giving on the many data through in my database. So open the parentheses in one of the table, and after the opening the parentheses I'll giving the some 5 different data collections in my database of a contributor. Okay, here giving the, you have to notice Mona, Priya, Rogate and Morgan. These are the things I will put it on in my database. Clear? So next I will giving the acknowledge this particular data will be true or false. Okay, so I will acknowledge here to true, and next I will giving on the insert IDs. Each and every data will be different. No, so I will giving on the different objects ID to creating in my data to identify over there in my database. So object ID means I will giving the some IDs will be generated, or I will giving over there. So it will be identified and easy to filter, or easy to getting on my unique data through in my database. It's like a contributor table. Clear, guys? Next I will giving on them select documents that justify the given conditions. How to justify? I'll giving some condition over in my find field. So I'll giving on the db.collection.find field name is value. So I'll giving the based on my value I will filter on my data. So clear, guys? I will finding something in my database. So I'll giving us some unique field. So I want to know the data. So I will giving on the field name is a value. This is based on the values all the data will be displayed on my screen. So I'll giving over here db.contributor is my, what is that? Contributor is my table name, right? So dot find, I will finding something in my table. So language dot which field I want to search the, so that is called the language field. So which value I want to search, that is the C# dot pretty. So already we will discussing on the pretty method. So these are the pretty method I will be using over here. Clear? So here the data will be displayed only for the C# language based on in your column, based on in your values you have to setting like a C#. These particular keywords will be displayed on your screen. Clear? So next one is the selecting documents that justify the given conditions. The using the query operations. How to using in our query operations? Then same. Each and every line will be a very same. So you have to just click it to transact in your keywords. You have to changing in your keywords only. The MongoDB very easily. You have to grab over in your data. Clear? So here I'll giving the some query operations over here. So db dot collections dot find which field I want to find means field operator colon value. So this is all the things we want to do. This is the syntax over here. So next is the db dot contributor dot find. Here I'll give in the some language. My field is a language. So ampersand symbol and dollar symbol and in. Okay, this is in my query operations like, okay, this is the integer values. Who are the integer values giving on my database? The particular data will be displayed on my, based on the value the query operation will be displayed on my screen. So Java is my operator name. So the what is the value over here? C# is my value. Here I am giving on the same in the pretty method. Okay, it will be a transaction in your data through in my database. So db.contributor.find language. Which one is the integer method through the Java and C#? Okay, this is the line of the definition. So I'll giving the pretty method to transact in your data. So I'll giving the condition over here. Based on this condition, my data will be displayed over my screen. Clear, guys? So next one is that the select documents that justify the given condition. It's like a and or not. So I will share you some basic concept through the MongoDB. In you have to working all those basic things. It will be working on the very great. So we'll giving the same coding over. I will giving over here. So db.contributor.find branch is my field, right? Easy is my what? Easy is my value. And next one is I'll giving the dollar or this is the or and method. So I'll giving on the language colon Java and age colon 23. This I'll giving on the pretty it's a transaction in my data. So based on these conditions, what are the data will be matching on my condition. This particular data will be displayed on my screen. So, what is the condition on my branch is easy? It will be displayed like a easy. It's a Java and age is at 23. So these are a condition based which who will be based on this condition. It's like a rogit. Rogit only a 23 age and easy department in Java language they have to learn. So these are the things will be filter over the using on the and then or method you have to working on it. So next I will giving the some body passes through in your express framework. And what is the purpose of the body pass in the middleware in your express framework. This is only connecting through in your MongoDB because we have to using on the full stack. It will be connecting through in your JavaScript also. So I'll giving the some more connections over here. The one is a data handling. Data handling is nothing, it's a body pass is a middleware expresses. It will be connecting or sending through your data through the HTTP request. So next one is the request body. So request body means in DCN we will already learned about that. So request body means nothing but it I'll giving us some request through the network. It will be giving us some response through over us. So after that only my data will be sending over there. So it will be working commonly used for the submitting informations through forms or API request. These are the things we will working over here. So next one is the data format. Data format is nothing but it's a fully structured objects in your JavaScript. So next one is the JSON and URL encoder data. It will be connecting through the body pass in the various format. It will be a URL data encoded data is nothing but is different types of requests you have to giving through the network. These are things we'll working over here. So next one is how to working on in your express framework through in your database. Clear? So I'll giving the some syntax and same time I'll giving the how to create the folder of in your Visual Studio. So how to connecting over there. So these are the things I will over here. So what is the syntax over here? Request.body property. It will be giving on the some request to transaction your data through the database. So while giving the some parameters, I will never giving any parameter to image express. So return value giving the object, which property, which product I will giving over there, it will be getting over there. So return value is object. Clear? So how my folder will be created through in my express framework means the node.js, node modules and index.js. This index.js is a basic JS in JavaScript. So after that I will clicking on the package log.js and after that unpackage.json. These are the things we will working over here. So I will giving the some example to using the request body property to how to implementing on this particular express through in your full stack. So here I'll giving the constant express equal to require. I'll giving the single quotes and express. So constant app equal to express. This is a port name you already giving on the these particular things will be automatically generated in your Visual Studio. You have to just creating on the keywords. You have to changing in your keywords and changing on in your values. Just enough to working on all those stuff. So app.use express.json. So this is nothing but in the for parsing application in JSON. Okay, app.use express.json is nothing but for parsing application in a JSON. So for parsing application is nothing but it will be your database will be true or false. I will giving over the extended format. So after that, I'll giving on the console.log. Console.log is nothing when you have to input on in your data. Which request you have to giving through the coding, it will be getting right. So nothing means a print line. So print line function will be working on the console.log. So console.log I will giving on the request body, which request I will giving through in my database. So after that, and request dot send. So this method will be request will be sending through the network or a database, reaching on the database. And after that, I'll giving on the which port we have to using. Then app.listen and port function I'll giving over there. The console will be listening through in your port, and after that we will working on the property implementations. So these are the things we will be working on the console.getLog functions. Okay, so here giving the step by step process how it will be express framework will be working on your database. The first one is we will running through the index.js using the command of node index.js. So these make the post request will be automatically generated in your following request body. So its name equal to in some other name we have to giving on the database, and next I will giving on the 13 in my age, and next one is the what is the gender I will working over there. So what is the output I'll giving over there? I'll giving over the console screen like a server port and server line. So which local host I will putting over in my coding, this particular number will be displayed in my output. So I will clicking over this particular port, the output will be displayed which condition I will giving over in my database, which request body I will sending through in my database. This particular data will be displayed on my screen. So these are the things we will discussing today. This is a reference I will giving you a how to working in your request body, how to working on the REST API to connecting through the MongoDB, what is the basic things we will working on the express tutorial. These are the things I will working over here. In next class we will working on the how to implementing all the CRUD or in a MongoDB, all those stuffs. Clear guys? Thank you.